but I see so much stuff I want and I can't have it all. It makes me crazy. So
Yes.
thank you guys. And we're going to switch over to Ashley, who we didn't know if Ashley was going to make it today because she was in an ice storm and she was having multiple babies from her Jacob ewes. And I see she's in her car, maybe to get access to us.
Yes. So, hi everyone. So I am Ashley of Cedar View Farm, and we've had ice this morning. I just got a notice that the watch for the ice storm has been extended to 7 a.m. or 7 p.m. I think tomorrow. AM or PM. I'm still not sure if we're in AM or PM currently, but it's been a morning. So I raise purebred Finn sheep, and they are known for their litters of lambs. This morning, I have cameras in my barn, and I noticed that Penny was lambing. And so I rushed downstairs and put coveralls on over my pajamas, which was shorts and a t-shirt, and ran outside and started assisting her a couple hours ago. And she ended up having 6 lambs. Currently, 4 of them are with mom. I have number 5 with me, and unfortunately, number 6 did not make it. It appears that sometimes, there's all those lambs that are getting nutrition from mom, and it looks like the one I've got with me and the one that didn't make it just weren't quite getting enough in your utero. But this little girl, and I'm going to turn this around so that you all can see her. I decided to turn my truck into a warming box for her because I could crank up the heat and get it really nice and warm. And she is doing really well so far. She's trying to stand a little bit, and unfortunately my seats are a little bit slippery, but she's had some colostrum, and I've been propping her up with gloves. You can see how tiny she is. Her little body is the same length as a glove. I haven't weighed her yet. I think she's probably only maybe a pound, but she's a itty bitty. You gonna try and stand? I know you've been trying. And her eyes are not, my right is my left and my left is my right with my phone, unfortunately. So yell at me if I'm off, not showing what I'm trying to show. But her eyes are not quite open yet. She's had a little bit of colostrum. She's got her suckle reflex back. She got really, really chilled. We kind of had like 4 of the lambs just kind of coming out at once. I know, but she is doing amazing. And I'm going to switch the phone back around and take you guys in so you can see. I'm just sitting right outside my barn so that you can see everybody else. And hopefully we won't get soaking wet with ice on the way in. All right. So, and it will be loud. So I've had, before these 6 that were born this morning, I've had 17 lambs out of 6 ewes. And Splash is, this is Splash. She's covered. Honey, can I assist you? You've kind of got a mess here. Miss Splash has had quads. So she had 4 lambs. And these are 3 of her 4 here. We've had lots of little spotty guys this year. And it's looking like a ram year for me. So we've had probably at least 2/3 of my lambs so far have all been boys. So it's a boy year. And you'll notice these guys did not actually come out with pink and purple and blue and red little dots on their heinies. So I do mark everybody according. I give like Splash is marked with purple on her bottom, and then all of her lambs get marked with the corresponding color. And when I run out of colors, then I do like 2 dots or a line or whatever. And that way I can keep track of everybody until I ear tag. These little guys, their ears are so tiny I like to wait before I ear tag anybody. And that way their little ears have some time to grow. So the majority of all these other girls in here still are due to lamb. This is Era. She's a brown badger ewe. And I think Era is probably going to be lambing over the weekend. She has been showing me some signs and she's ready. So let me show you these other little lambs from this morning. So this is our little lamb pile. Hi, Miss Penny. Let me come in here with your babies. I know. So these are the other 4, and they are all doing super well. And I think they finally just laid down to sleep. Hi, guys. But Penny's being an amazing. So there's 3 white ones in here, and then a little black badger boy here. You gonna stand up and say hi? Hi, lover. So when they've got multiples like this, and 6 lambs is not the norm. The most I've had before this was 5. I know you have such a silly little paw. When there's this many lambs in there, they all do end up coming out fairly tiny. They do catch up very, very quickly. Their first 72 hours, look at this nonsense. Their first 72 hours, they kind of take off like a rocket and they quickly double and triple their weight. But let me watch where I step coming out. But they do start off super, super tiny. These are some of Splash's little hoodlums over here, and they love to use the other moms as trampolines. So we've got some really neat colors this year so far. I think I have 10 more girls left to lamb. Willow right here had a set of triplets. There's one of her little triplets there. They all love to sleep back here behind where I store my turntable. What are you guys doing? They're all snuggled in. So Mary, you'll have to tell me if anybody's asking questions about these lambs, since I can't see questions.
Yep, but I'm just answering some things. Mostly we're all just dying with how cute they are.
I know, they are so adorable. And I'm interested to see what the weight ends up being on these little guys, because they are so tiny. But she is such a good mom, so. I know. Sorry, Penny, you're not going to get some sleep for a while.
I think we need a lamb cam in your barn full time.
I know. Well, I've thought about it because I use Nest cameras to be able to keep track of them. And that way I can see them from in the house, and I can check on them from my phone if I have to run to the store. And I've thought about, I can link it. That would be really fun. So everybody would be able to be able to take a peek at them. And these guys, they are only, let's see, you're 2 weeks old now, right? Yeah, you're 2 weeks old. So you can see how quickly these guys grew. And when these little purple dot butts, these are Splashes, and her quads were, they were 6 and 7 pounds each when they were born. And they've easily tripled that at this point. They're getting big. And of course they all want to be like right in my pocket. So it makes it kind of hard. Come here, guys. I know. It's kind of the best time of year. We've got one sleeping under the feeder here. So sleepy. So, and what was interesting is I do ultrasound my girls after breeding season. And that way I can kind of get an idea of who's carrying how many, and, kind of it lets me make some feeding decisions. So I can individually feed if I need to for some of these girls that have large litters of lambs, because they're not only feeding themselves, they're also feeding all of these little babies. And Penny, who had the 6, she scanned for only having 1 lamb. She had triplets last year and her belly was growing exponentially. So I've kind of figured that she had more than just 1 in there, but they sure can hide on ultrasound. So it's always a surprise to see how many they end up having, but that gives me kind of a good little guide so that I can tailor my nutrition to kind of how many lambs we're expecting. And these 2 little white boys, they're like Dennis the Menace. They were my first lambs born this year, and they were twins. And let's see, Splash, she had her quads on the same day that these 2 little guys were born. And they were born to Jasmine, who's this white ewe here that they're going to climb all over. And Jasmine gave me 5 lambs 2 years ago. And then she had triplets last year. Oh, and they're all going to come over and hop on her. These girls are so tolerant. They're really, really good with other lambs that are not theirs. They do, say enough is enough if the lambs get too pesky, but they're so tolerant. They are good girls. So let me turn this around. Sorry. I don't have anything out with me right now, since I've been kind of in 911 zone with these 6 lambs. But I have a bunch of new fin sheep roving that I'm in the process of getting into the marketplace. I have some straight fin as well as some fin alpaca that is currently listed. And then once things settle down today, I'm going to get the remainder listed into the marketplace. But I got some amazing blends back from my mill that is all straight fin. The color combinations that I got back are amazing. I've got one that I call Touch of Honey, and actually both of them are right here. So I'll flip this around. So Splash, who had my quads, she is a black piebald, and Honey, who is right here looking extra large and in charge. I have a blend made out of the 2 of them. And so it is a swirl of Splash, which her fleece ends up looking, for the most part, kind of like charcoaly. And then Honey with her brilliant brown that she has. And it's swirled, and it is amazing. It's beautiful. And that's Touch of Honey. I hear you, love. I hear you. And then I've got, I think it was 9 new blends that I've got, and I dropped off a bunch more fleece as well. And some of the combinations that my mill, they're so wonderful. Most of the time I just tell them, just surprise me, because they're so much better at color combinations and things that I would never have even thought of.
And you want to give a shout out to the name of your mill?
Yes, it's Headspring Fiber Mill, and they are they're right outside of Berryville. It's West Virginia, and I'm trying to think of the town name. But it's Headspring Fiber Mill, and they are absolutely incredible. And these guys have already figured out nursing. I know. I hear you. It'll be your turn in a minute. They are just
they are so cute.
they are just amazing in these little happy tails. It's the best part.
So for everybody listening and watching, we know Ashley has been just, I can't even imagine taking care of this many births all at once. But her fiber is up on the marketplace, and we posted the direct link to that. And I'm sure she would be happy to have some of her beautiful Jacob fleece go out, because look at how much she has coming.
Yes, absolutely.
Um,
Absolutely. And if if you have any questions, if you have any questions at all about it or anything like that, just send me a message. And I can help you kind of pick out, which ones might be better for different applications. The Fin Fleece, it is for the most part next to skin soft. And sorry, I was telling my son came in to check on her, and I said I was letting him know to go ahead and watch her in the car for me. It is next to skin soft for the most part within my flock. There is a wide variety of fleece types within the breed. The breed standard for fins primarily focuses on maternal qualities because they are known for their high litters of lambs. So things like milking ability, mothering ability, not rejecting their lambs, how many lambs they should have by the time they reach 2 years old. And so there isn't as much emphasis on fleece structure, the fineness of the fleece, the handle of the fleece, how open it is, how dense it is. So you can find a very wide variety within the breed. These girls are all shorn right now, so it's hard to show, but I do have some that have a more open fleece type. I've got some that I can actually lock spin with. I've got other ones that are, that super fine French fry type crimp. For the most part, my whole flock is considered next to skin soft. I have pretty sensitive skin when it comes to being able to wear things next to my skin, and I can wear just about everyone's next to my skin. And I'm yes.
Ashley, I have to shout out and say apologies to everybody. I keep saying Jacob, and I mean Finn. It's just my live, it's my live
No
brain
worries.
going. So just to
no worries.
these are all Finns, not Jacobs.
Yes.
I'm looking at the
Yes.
colors and got my brain mixed up.
Yeah, no worries. But I love to talk fiber. I primarily hand spin. I do weave. I still stumble through knitting. I wish I was a really good knitter, and I'm not. I'm too impatient with it. But the fiber on this breed is so much fun. And the color variety, as you all can see, is, there's something for everyone. They also have tons and tons of luster. These guys have luster that really only rivals the long wools. And so you can get some really nice, vibrant, rich browns and blacks. This little girl here is so sweet. Stand up and show everyone your spots. Come here. Stand up. I know you were asleep. Oh, it's tough. She's got shavings on her. Oh, did I startle you? She's got the coolest little spots. That's not your mom. She's not going to let you nurse. But she's like snowflakes. Huh? Okay, just sit with it. No. So, lots of different fleece colors and fleece types, and they're amazing to work with, and they're a good size. They're easy to handle, extremely friendly. They're always sometimes too friendly, because they're right there. You're trying to fix fence or do some little task, and they've got to be right there in the middle of everything. You say hi to the people. Oh, say hi. Hi, Splash. I know it's ridiculous. but you made that one. That's your ridiculousness. And then this is Maple. She's sleepy, Maple. She's got one of my favorite fleeces, her and her sister Sugar. Just a super, super long staple length, tons of luster. And with this brown badger coloring that she is, you know, that belly wool and the breech, all that gets skirted out where she's got that brown. But then your prime fleece that you're utilizing, it's got this beautiful oatmeal type coloring to it, which is so fun. And then, oh my goodness, Mom's on the other side. Come on, we'll go to Mom. Come on, there you go. Whereas my black badgers, this is Charcoal, and she's a super, there's snow falling off the roof. The black on her is just super, super rich black, but these black badgers, you end up with more of a silvery gray as opposed to the oatmeal type coloring on the brown badgers. That's your baby that's hollering for you. You got to answer her. Come on, we'll go find her.
I'm laughing at your comment about snow falling off because my daughter is texting me from Portland where they have very rarely have snow, and they had a huge snowfall. And she's out trying to clear her porch and sidewalk with a baking sheet because she, of course, has no snow shovel.
Oh my goodness.
When you said snow falling off, I was laughing.
Yes. Yeah. We've, it's been snowy. We had snow the other evening. And we actually got stuck in it when we were out. I had a doctor's appointment, and coming back from it, it was near whiteout conditions, even the main, main 4-lane highway. It was treacherous. And then now with the ice today. So it's been interesting, but everyone is cozy in the barn, and they've got all the hay that they can eat. And we're just having fun with lambs.
Well, you certainly have your hands full. Everybody loves seeing these guys. I'm on board with a live stream from the barn because we want to see, now we want to see these babies grow up. These moms are so patient, and look at those little eye rings. That one is
I know,
adorable.
it's ridiculous.
Oh, they're so cute. So we're gonna let you get back to all these babies because I know you're absolutely busy, and we really appreciate you taking the time out to show us these adorable babies. We're gonna be getting Bonnie up here with all of her her jewelry, which will be a switch from these adorable babies. But Ashley, you guys stay warm, and we'll check back in with you. We're going to want to see some updates on, especially on the little baby in the car. We're going to want to see that baby.
Yes.
Okay, well, have a good day.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, thanks, Ashley.
Thank you. You too.